All right, you're brand new to insurance. You don't know what to do. Maybe you're struggling. I'm going to go through my triple S system, set, sit, and sell, what that did for me and what that can do for you. I committed to this system my first year, and I'm telling you, if you get consistent with it and you commit to following a set amount of activity and system every single week, I can guarantee you it will be less of a roller coaster and you will find more success in insurance. Most people get insurance and it feels like this massive roller coaster and they're all over the place. It doesn't have to be if you follow set, sit, sell. So here we go. Okay, first, set. You need to get serious about figuring out how many appointments you're gonna set every single week. Again, this industry can feel like a roller coaster. I want you to have consistency. You need discipline to find consistency, to create some habits, to find some success. The biggest piece of this is you need to physically, I don't care if it's virtual and you're setting Zooms, or virtual and you're doing one call closes, or virtual and you're booking telesales appointments, or you're booking face-to-face appointments, or even an appointment setter, or whatever, right? You need to get good at it first before you start duplicating it through others. However, setting so many. So for example, my first year, my goal and target, and I made $117,391.13 at 20 while going to playing basketball in college, etc. Most people don't do that, and I did it with cold calling and cold door knocking to sell life insurance. I'm not saying it was the best way, but I did it in 8 months at 20. And I did it because I committed to setting at least 15 plus appointments every single week. Now, at that age, at 20, I would bring over, I made a ton of calls. I was calling on Saturdays, Sundays, evenings, but I would also bring over college kids on Monday night and do these call nights. And on Monday nights, I would buy them pizza, I'd give them gift cards and cash and a phone and a script and a seat and a chair and all that. And we would call data list, cold data list, like scrubbed phone book. And we would book appointments to talk to people about final expense life insurance and new final expense programs in their area. And we would walk out of there. Sometimes we would set 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 appointments for the week. Now they're cold, so 50 to 60% would no-show. However, all of those were still leads that I could follow up with, that I could door knock, that I could rebook, right? That I could text, I could call, email, whatever, right? However, that was at least some additional activity. I supplemented the activity though. I didn't just say, well, I'm not gonna do anything because they're doing it all. No. I remember a Friday when I had no more appointments and I hadn't met my goal yet, I hadn't sat with the next number we're gonna go over in a second. I went out and knocked on 160 doors on a Friday from like noon till 10 o'clock at night, right? Well, I did that because I hadn't reached my goal yet. So even though you may supplement some activity with some creative ways, you're still gonna do the activity yourself. The fast way to learn to get good at this is by doing, right? So set 15 plus, okay, we got that. Next is sit with 10 plus every single week, which means I'm gonna physically sit down with someone, I'm gonna talk to someone, and I'm gonna ask them to do business with me, and I'm gonna tell them, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I recommend you do. Apologies. And here's what you should do because here's what I recommend as the expert, okay? So that's sitting with 10 plus. Even if you ain't feeling 100, you still gotta show up. You still gotta do videos, you still gotta knock on doors and call, and you still gotta go sit with 10 plus every single week, okay? So you gotta sit with 10 plus. That means I'm sitting down, I'm on Zoom, I'm over the phone, or I'm sitting physically face-to-face with somebody in their home, and I'm saying, and I'm running through the appointment, warm up, fact find, present and close, cool down, and I'm running through the appointment process. We got a lot of those details in courses at training.codyaskins.com, and I'm walking through all that, and I'm sitting with 10 plus, and I'm asking 10 people to buy every single week. If you do that, you will get better, your skill will go up, you will sell some policies, right? My buddy Nate says, hey, I could put a note around a dog's neck, send him into 10 homes, and he'll come out with two cells. Well, it's probably right. They need it, they want it. Guess what? You'll end up with more than 2. You may have a bad week and only have 2, 3, 4, but you'll eventually get better. You'll eventually get to where you write like 8 7 just for sitting with 10. You may get to where you sell 10 because you sell half and are all couples, right? 1 week, who knows? But that's the goal, to where you sit with 10, okay, plus. And then last is you sell 5 plus. And if you do the math on whatever amount of money you earn, you start selling 5 every single week, like clockwork. Let's just say that you earn on average $500 per sell. Right? I don't know what you sell. Maybe it's life insurance, P&C, Medicare, health, whatever, commercial. I don't know what you sell. Doesn't matter really for me. It does for you to know. Figure out what your average sell is. How do you figure that out? Well, you need to figure out the product type. You need to figure out the average premium. You need to figure out your average commission that you get paid. And then you get your average commission percentage, and then your average sell amount, right? So because of that, that's what you figure out. So once you figure that out, then you say, well, Cody, if I start selling 5 at $500 a piece, bro, like, wow. And you can, by the way, because I did as a brand new agent, that's $2,500, right? That's $10,000 a month. I'll give you 4 weeks off and you still have, right? You'll still have $120,000 a year, simply by following this specific system. I'm telling you, it sounds simple, sounds elementary, and it is, but you have to follow it not some weeks, every single week. You figure out, I don't care if you cold door knock, you cold call, I don't care if you put stuff in the newspaper, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you work leads, doesn't matter. If you set 15 plus, sit with 10 plus, sell 5 plus, and you actually follow this and get in front of that many people, you're gonna have a lot of success. And so, is this kind of like the triple S 6-figure system? Set, sit, sell to make 6 figures? Totally, but you gotta follow it before you can start to do that, okay? So set, sit, and sell. Set 15 plus, sit with 10 plus, and then sell 5 plus every single week. And I can guarantee you, you follow this, you stick to it, you put forth the activity to produce these results, you'll find success, you'll make some money, and welcome to your first 6 figures. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it, see you there. So we've had a lot of unlicensed agents finding us, following our stuff, or newly licensed, just joining the business, and you're thinking like, dude, what is the life insurance career like? What's an insurance career like overall? Well, I want you to think about the vision.